How to use Microsoft Loop for beginners. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys step by step on how you can get started with using Microsoft Loop. Microsoft Loop allows you to save your time, insert items into the flow of your work, and easily be able to accomplish more in less time. You're able to transform your work together with innovative apps like Microsoft Loop, which is integrated in the Microsoft 365 system. Microsoft has several other applications that can help you in accomplishing all of your daily tasks, and using Loop in conjunction with those applications can be a great way for you to optimize your time. So how can you get started with using Loop? To get started, simply head on over to microsoft.com/Microsoft-Loop and then click on Get Started with Loop. Once you do that, this will open up a new tab from where you can sign up for Loop. Now, you might wonder about the plans and pricing of Loop. Well, if you have a 365 subscription, you will be able to access Loop. However, if you want to take a look at plans without Teams or plans with Copilot, your pricing is definitely going to vary based upon that. Now, this is Loop, and I'm just going to click on Get Started over here to proceed with my login. And you can just click on sign into your account and sign into your Microsoft account. Now I have signed on to my Microsoft account, and this is what my workspaces look like. So I have some previous workspaces, which I'm going to be removing from here. And then you have recent components and pages. Now on your top left, you have a create new option, which allows you to create new workspaces to get started with your work. Your navigation menu has a search bar, notifications, recent, and meeting notes. We're going to get started with a brand new workspace. Now, by default, you will have your own personal workspace, which is only reserved for you. I'm going to click on Create New and create a new workspace for a certain project. I'm going to name this project Spencer, and then we're going to click on this emoticon icon to change the emoticon. So we can use whatever icon that we want that represents the workspace. I am just going to be using this icon over here. Then you can invite members with names or email addresses. Then you're just going to click on Create. Now, once you've clicked on Create, this is what Loop is going to look like. You have a default page, and you can browse your workspaces together. In your default page, when you first create it, it's just going to be a blank page and you can title it. So I'm going to be titling this page SOPs of Spencer. And then below that, I can get started with typing. Now on the bottom, you will see certain templates. So you have a blank page, you have a project brief, team decision, project planning, as well as meeting notes. So I want to use a project brief template. And if I click on this, this will add the template. If I want to include the content, so it will include the template content as well. Now I can click on use this template to directly have this be integrated, and then I can customize it however I want. So I can proceed with customization, starting off with the project brief. Instead of titling this project brief, I'm going to add this as Spencer Project Brief. Now, once I've added this as Spencer Project Brief, I can proceed with adding some of the major points. So this is a summary for the stakeholders and collaborators, this brief to outline your project requirements and objectives, keep it clear and concise, and we can add our overviews, goals, and more. Now, within a template, if I want, I can switch views as well as move items along, and I could even create elements. Within the pre-made elements of Loop, you have tables, checklists, bulleted lists, numbered lists, dates, callouts, codes, dividers, and more. So you can even build your own deliverables and workspace for management over here. So if I want, I can build a new page, and I'll show you guys how we can do this all by ourselves. So this is going to be our Spencer Project Brief. And first off, we're going to add our project overview. So I'm just going to type in overview. Then I would add whatever the overview is. So I'm just going to be adding some dots as reference points, okay? Then we're going to add objectives. And then I want this to be a bulleted list. So I'm going to click on the plus icon, and I'm going to add a bulleted list over here. So objective 1, objective 2, objective 3, whatever it might be. You're just going to add that one by one, like so. And then I'm going to click on the text I have, and I'm going to convert that into heading text like so. I'm going to make the objectives bold. Then I'm going to do a right click, and I'm going to choose heading 2. Then from there, I can proceed. And if I want, I can add an image on top. So I can click on add a cover to add a cover image for our project like this. Now below that, I can click on the plus icon. And if I want, I can proceed with adding more items, but I don't need more items. I'm just going to add some space. Now from here, I want some type of divider. So I'm going to click on the plus icon, add the divider. Then we're going to add team members, and I can add a list, or if I want, I can also build a chart for that. I can add the table from here, and I can add a table. Now you can also import data from your planner, GitHub, Jira, Trello. You can add images, record videos, add people directly. So if I want, I can add people like this, so the team members can be specified via tagging them. So people can click on the team member to receive their information. Now below that, after adding my team members, if I want to build a workspace for project management, I would just click on this. I'm going to click on table, and this is going to be my tasks. And then within that, I might want to add, I'm going to click on over here, making sure, yeah, instead of adding a table, I'm going to change this into a Kanban board like this. So instead of having like this default table, which is not going to serve me very well, so I'm just going to take this, and we want to delete our table, which for some reason it is, yeah, here it is. Now, instead of that, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to add a Kanban board, and you guys can see a Kanban board has multiple stages. Now, instead of naming this Kanban board, I'm going to add project progress as like the main title for this. PP. And after that, I can change the stages. I can just click on this over here, and I can change the stages that are present within each one of these tasks. So instead of just having it called to do, I'm going to change it into tasks in progress on hold. Then it says done. And then I can add another type of group, which is approved. So if the completed task has been approved, like this, another status has been added. So not only does Microsoft Loop serve as this tool, which allows you to add pages and briefs and SOPs, but it can serve as a all-in-one tool for entire projects. You can click on add pages to add more team decisions. You can add project planning, meeting notes, and so much more data. It's a very highly intelligent tool with super powerful capabilities when it's used to its greatest extent. A lot of people are paying hundreds of dollars to be able to use plans and different ideation tools such as Microsoft Loop. We have a direct competitor, which I would say is Notion, which is super popular. But Microsoft Loop is going to provide you with the same type of facility within your pre-existing ecosystem. I definitely do think that it is an amazing tool for all project managers. If you enjoyed this video, I would recommend that you please leave a like. And if you have any questions regarding this video, regarding any other video, or regarding any social platform, then you can definitely ask me in the comments down below, and I will try to answer as soon as possible. So make sure to tell me if you find anything missing. So that was it for today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.